I'm back, and apparently, I almost forgot about doing my friend's artwork for her wedding. So I'm here again. And kind of sad because my resident passed away. I remember seeing her before I left for work. I guess to me, I think the kindness thing you could do is try to give them what they need in their last moments, even if they only want a little ice cream. But when I die, I think I just might want a little ice cream or something. I don't. I sat and fed my other residents probably dying. She's on hospice, but I've known her a long time, and all my stuff came, folks. Ugh, little hairs keep coming. But yeah, I got all this stuff everywhere. I got stuff for pottery, making small pottery. And they're talking about coiling methods and everything. I got this clay. We'll see. I'll see where all this goes with the clay. But I'm starting this wedding thing. I got it's Mrs. and Mrs. Henderson. And then I got to get these doves in. But I am doing tarot card readings if you'd like. But I guess let's talk about life. I mean, life is so, I guess, unpredictable. We really never know when our last breath is going to be, or the last time you're really going to see somebody. I mean, these are some facts that I deal with every day with my job, and I do because I work around hospice patients, and I work around long term till they turn into hospice. And I guess the question you have to ask yourself is, am I doing everything while I'm while you're in your 20s to 50s to make yourself happy enough to not have give yourself Alzheimer's? And what gives yourself Alzheimer's? That is an interesting question. They say, the medical community, I take a lot of probiotic stuff, but they say that you could get all this Alzheimer's from extended drug use. And it's almost just like Alzheimer's. But you think now, with everything going on with the medical advancements, oh, well, hello. Oh, did you think about my brain? Oh, I don't think that that kind of life is for me, but I'm sure someone will be happy to be your slave. I just literally take care of elderly people all day long. I have a very boring life. Very boring life. I've been in my job for a decade, and it's hard to walk away from some place you've had. Oh god. It's just hard to walk away from work. They even don't want me to. They always tell me that they don't want me to leave, even if I make it. I was to make it big on YouTube, which I don't really see this happening. But who knows? It's a crazy world out here. I mean, I'm a medical person. I watch people. I help people and watch them die and help them while they're living, and this is pretty much what I do. I don't think I'm very interesting. There's people out here doing crazy things on these videos. And then all my friends and my son is requesting artwork. Oh, hello. How are you? Haley. I'm still doing the tarot card readings, but I'm not lying about any of this. Even if it's a bad reading where it's not so positive, I mean, everything in life is not going to be so positive. You have your ups and downs with life. You absolutely do. I mean, I have oracle cards because I don't like negative cards. I can't, I don't like them. I got rid of the traditional ones. Some other witches were telling me that these other cards aren't that bad, but I don't like anything with the death card. My friend was telling me that her cards, it doesn't always mean death, yada yada. I don't like anything with the implication of it. I don't do death readings. Some people do. I don't. I look at it as you're going to meet the Reaper when you want to meet the Reaper, honestly. This is not for me to do. So. Oh, well, thank you. I don't know if this is going to be anytime soon, Eddie. I work in an asylum, okay? I really do. And I have lots of people apparently dying at this moment at work, so. And it's really sad because even though they bother me at times, I'm going to miss their ass. I am. I have these people that cuss me out on a daily, but I mourn their death a lot. Because, I mean, I guess the people that hate you the most, resident wise, are the ones that like you the most. I don't know. Older people are sometimes a mystery. I'm doing this whole thing where, like, the wedding ceremony comes through, and I got the curtain here for her Mrs. and Mrs. ceremony here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm doing it, and then I'm putting Mrs. and Mrs. Henderson in here. Okay. I will take care. I'm gonna try to finish this scene out, or Shatara won't let me hear the end of it if she doesn't get this painting in. And this I'm actually gonna paint too. I'm gonna get the doves in here. She wants white doves, so probably 2 white doves, one for her and one for her wife. I got all kinds of stuff going on, but yeah. I'm gonna literally miss my friends. I really am. I gave Marguerite. She's passing away. Hospice came in to see her. She used to harass me, and I'm talking about straight up harassment. This woman. I've never had anybody harass me as much as Marguerite, but I might mourn her the most. Even though she pissed me off like nobody else in my entire life. And she really has. But maybe I'm just that familiar face. I did give her some ice cream. And then the nurse said, she's not going to eat. You don't have to worry about it. I still fed her. Still fed her because, it's not right. She's my margarita. So, I want you to put me in the chains. God, that's a lot. Why would you want to be in a cage? My dog doesn't even like to be in a cage. That's how I train him. Because I don't really believe in the whole hitting dogs. I believe if you hit an animal, that a lot of times when you do that, you train them to just not like humans. And a lot of times in these shelters, when that happens, it's terrible because these animals don't trust anyone. They were abused in the hands of humans, and yeah, terrible stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Eddie. That's a lot to want to be in a cage. I don't think anybody would. They have all this human trafficking, and everybody's in cages. It seems they're in cages or being sold. One of the two. That bothers me deeply too. Oh well, thank you. I try. I'm doing other stuff in between. I did make candles. I did. I like making candles, and I do want to end up painting. I want to end up painting like ceramic stuff, but got a clay stuff because I kind of want to do stuff kind of like ancient Egyptian stuff and everything. And I think it would be really cool to get a bigger wheel once I get used to the smaller wheel. It's like I got this for little kids, and I'm gonna paint these small ones and see where it goes. Sometimes you never know till you try something. And I'm always up for arts and crafts, always. I got half of my living room is just throwing up arts and crafts. It really is. So I don't ever give up this stuff. It helps me not have to take those damn pills the doctor wants you to take all the time when you're depressed. When your ass is depressed, they want to medicate you. And you could go to the if I wanted to be high, I can go to the dispensary. I don't need that. And I don't need to be on something that's gonna make me addicted. That's why I be painting all the time. Because I like it and it does calm me. I do like making the candles. Those candles are pretty good. I have a friend at work and Cameron, and we've been working together for God. He's gonna be an RN. They all want to know when I'm gonna be a nurse. I said never. I never want to be a nurse ever, ever. They have the worst job in the world. They really do. I'm sure you are. I don't know if I could be comfortable with all that kind of stuff. That just seems torturous. But yeah, Cameron has the same birthday as me. And they all want me to be a nurse. I don't want to be a nurse. I'm good with not being a nurse. They got all these lawsuits going on, and every single time these family members are going on, they're all scrambling for their jobs. I don't want to be involved with lawsuit alley. I like to call being a nurse because it's true. You're always up for a lawsuit. That's why you have insurance. And honestly, when the company that you're working for, if they are whatever they're doing, if they're doing shady stuff, and let's say the nurse has to take 30 or 40 patients, I ask the nurses when they do cost cutting, who gets blamed? And it's never the owner. Never. It's always the nurses of license on the line all the time. That ain't gonna be me. I don't think I can handle it. I can handle giving the medication. I'm good with that kind of stuff. But I could not handle all this drama that nursing has. Nursing has more drama than social media. I've said it. I know it's crazy. You got all these people on social media doing all kinds of crazy things, and it doesn't even start with the drama at my work. between lawsuits and this and that, and every place has lawsuits. Every place. COVID has messed up healthcare in general. And I've been doing this for so long, and I've just once you like have been in healthcare a long time, my wage went up after COVID. It really did. And it's like, since I make a decent amount of money and my husband makes a decent amount of money, it's like, why even bother being a nurse? I kind of like to chill and make me feel young and cool and be over here. I mean, my friends, that they always are asking me for all this artwork all the time. And then my stupid son's family acting like I'm not a photographer. They be talking too. They're crap. I hate people that talk crap. Hate it. Oh my god, do I hate the crap talkers. And I don't care how good looking you are. I'm like one of these people that once you be talking crap, I'm just done. And I don't care. You could have like $5 million and I just would not care. Oh, yeah, I do. I am married. Yes, Eddie. I'm sorry. I am married. I've been married now for the second time for like 10 years. Something like that. I think we're going on 11. It's been a long time. But I'm making all these leaves on the side of this chapel. But yeah, my husband said that he thinks that once I like started doing like artwork and stuff, he thinks that he thought I'd get a lot of people. So, and he knows how involved I get with arts and crafts, because I really, really do. I think arts and crafts are wonderful in a age of AI. I really do. Because AI is taking over, and I think people forgot how to write. They will even write a paper for you on school. I was talking to one of my coworkers, she's younger, and she goes, "Oh, I don't have time to write my paper. I'm just going to have AI do it." And I said, "You should learn to do it on your own." I was like, "You're never going to know how to do it otherwise." I was like, when I grew up, we weren't even allowed to use calculators. But I grew up in Catholic school, so I was a Catholic school girl. And I just don't understand how these kids get away every day with. I'm just shaping my leaves now on these little boards here. They get all this like free time. My kids, I would literally be fighting with them if they didn't get their homework done. And I'm serious. To me. And if I didn't like who their friends were, I would chase them right up out of the house and I just wouldn't care. With my first husband, I just didn't care, honestly. We worked opposite shifts. I was there all the time. I don't know what happened to society, I guess, because society has somehow it did a 360. It really did. All of a sudden, everything just changed. Kids, well, literally, they don't really care, and they have attitude these days. It's terrible. They don't listen to their parents. I know when my kids were in school, it was already kind of starting with my second one because he's 21. And, anyways, when it started with him, she was just explaining to me why my younger son was messing up. And I said, "You know what? You're the teacher." I was like, "I believe you. If he's being an a-hole, he's being an a-hole. Because when I grew up and stuff, when I was in Catholic school, they were allowed to spank you. And your parents were home, and you got in a lot of trouble. Let's just put it that way. I think the parents not being available a lot, I'm sure it would be, Eddie. You're funny with this cage. My dog would probably think you're crazy. I'm sure Chong would. Chong would be thinking, why? Why does he want to be in a cage? I hate going in that cage. But I guess everybody has their fetishes. I used a funny story. When I was writing Lily in the Darkness, which I'm still trying to accomplish this computer. My son says they went down in price. But anyhow, when I was writing I had to learn to write a love scene. So I was reading all this stuff because when writers have to research things, we're always researching, always. And the mark of a good writer is a writer that does a lot of research. Like Clive Barker, love Clive Barker. Of course, H.P. Lovecraft. Who does not love the H.P. Lovecraft? He started the whole idea of fear, and then Alfred Hitchcock with his mystery. You put mystery and fear together, you got the perfect book. You really do. Drama is okay. And the thing is, sometimes I feel that people are overly sensitive. I really feel that way. Especially like these kids, they do all this terrible stuff, but all of a sudden their feelings are hurt when someone tells them no. And it's just like, seriously? You just literally insulted this person and that person, but yet your feelings were hurt? I don't get it. But then they're so snotty to everybody. It's my son's ex girlfriend. She's terrible. I tell you, and she's like and and she's sits there and makes up a bunch of lies and stuff, and she literally has, I mean, I hate to say the word horror, but yeah, she's like in with a bunch of guys all the time. And she's just a horrible person and a horrible mother. Horrible mother. I mean, it's going to come down to where my son's probably going to have to take this kid. It's probably going to happen within a year or so. Which I don't care, because that child is probably going to know nothing with her. I mean, you got to be able to do things in life. You got to be able to speak properly, and you need to know math and things. And I feel that some parents don't care enough to teach their children this. I'm doing sculpting a bunch of leaves on this whole entire drapery for this wedding ceremony thing, because I gotta put her and her wife's abbreviations. At least she didn't give me their full names. I just got the official one, and then somebody else drew them something, and it looks like an 8-year-old did it. It doesn't look good, but they still want to keep it. That's probably why they're so thirsty for this. They have nobody drawing them good stuff. But yeah, she's horrible and accusing my younger son of all this stuff. So probably grandma will be taking care of that one. I'm gonna make sure he's not an idiot. I feel that there's enough idiots in the world. And this is where abuse begins and stops, is with idiots. It is. People act idiotic like they don't know anything. They don't care to learn anything. And they appear unintelligent. And these are not good qualities, and people will take advantage of you when you're like that. And you really kind of gotta be careful. Now, me, I question everything. I don't give a damn what the circumstances is. I'm always questioning things. And you should. There's nothing wrong with being inquisitive. Being inquisitive is a very good quality. You gotta know what people are up to. You never know what they could be up to. They could be plotting something. Who knows? They could have a gun at them. They could be thinking of bad things they want to do to you. And the thing is, you got a mission in your life. Everybody got a mission. I have a certain way I want to die. I'm thinking hospice would be good, but if not, a bullet to the head. Something simple. I doubt I'll get a bullet to the head. I got too many friends in the medical field. I'll probably end up having one of my friends as my nurse. They will probably request to be my nurse. They will probably be fighting over who's going to be my nurse. That's how deep it'll be before when I die. But I guess it would be okay. At least I know I'll get rocks and all, and my friends will take care of me, and then I'll get all my drawing things. I'll probably give all my fancy things to my son. Already wants the rug that my mom made. I don't know if I get a little older, like maybe 70s or 80s or whatever, then I'll give it to him. Who knows? I already had a new lease in life with all this new little medication they like to give me when I got real sick before. I guess if you're important enough in the world, they give you medicine. They absolutely do. Oh, hi, Karan. Oh, absolutely. I was wondering what you've been doing. I've been and I've been trying to feel better. I've been taking probiotic drinks every day because sometimes I've been coming home and just crashing out. And I'm so tired of hearing about when you're 50, you're falling apart by these people. They do. They just tell you falling apart. But the natural order of things with our bodies, if you take care of your body, you can extend your life for like 20, 30 years. You can eat, I mean, look at in China and stuff. They live a long time. I don't know if you guys watch monk videos. Oh, well, thank you. But yeah, I don't know if you watch these monk videos. I watch them. They climb mountains with sandals. These monks. Me and my younger son always used to watch these monks. And honestly, if you take good care of yourself, and they always say the monks, if your chi is good and you have good health, and obviously take your probiotics and stuff. And they're calling for, some people are dying because they're on extended pills. So if you're on a lot of pills, sometimes that's not good either. I guess they're saying, because I don't know if you guys watch Lisa Lang. I'm almost done with this leaf, and I'll do your love reading. My friend's getting married, Karan. Oh. Well, don't be unfortunately. It's good you're here. I mean, if I gotta live, you gotta live, Karan. I gotta watch sad dog videos and deal with idiots every single day of my life, and I'm tired of dealing with idiots. I mean, who wants to deal with idiots every day? Somehow I either deal with crazy residents or idiots every day. Or sometimes it's in the same category, the residents being idiots. So, there, I got that bushel done. See, I'm doing this whole chapel thing here. I'm doing these little leaf things, and then she wants these doves done. So I'm doing all this drapery first, and then doing that, and she's going out. She's gonna be away for a couple weeks, which means I have to work her assignment. I don't know if I'm ready to work her assignment. Oh, hello. I got my probiotic thing. It actually it tastes like a little, I don't know. It's not the best tasting, but it's not the worst. It's called Fizz. No, Zip Fizz. And it's berry flavored. And I was thinking about using these when I'm done with them for my paintbrushes. And I just put in a Snapple bottle. It's not horrible. And it's probiotic with all these vitamins. They seem to be helping me. I don't get as tired. And you could take them instead of energy drinks. So that's what they're calling for. I got it from Amazon, of course. Me and Amazon. I think that they should have me and Chong doing Amazon commercials. He looks for their truck for me. He really does. He had 3 ticks too, Karan. Big ones. And you know who my favorite person is over here on YouTube? It's Dr. Pimple. I love watching her pull cyst out of people because it's not always pimples she's popping, she's pulling cysts. And he had these horrible ticks, and I think one was a deer tick because it got his thing. So I literally got all of my tweezers and the rubbing alcohol, and I pulled it like like Dr. Pimple would pull a cyst. Except when you have a tick, you gotta pull it real quick, and then you take I took hydrogen peroxide to drown any baby if they had a baby to kill it, because hydrogen peroxide will literally kill them off. And then you can take what if they're double back in a baby. We did that, and we pulled 3 big ones off him, and he's been on medicine, and I paid $100 for the medicine to come in one day for big dogs. That was my excitement of the day. I told my husband that it always pays to be a fan of a surgeon. I do. I watch surgeons all the time over here. They're wonderful. I love watching different surgeries. So, all right, Karan, you got to avoid a coarse moon for your love reading. Generally, this means whatever kind of love situation you got going on, it's not going to go forward or backwards. It's going to stay stable. So, whatever's going on, which isn't bad, then you're surrounded by a full moon eclipse and a full moon in Capricorn. And the full moon eclipse talks about conclusions that answers to your questions, pretty much, that are being hidden from you. That's what a full moon eclipse is. And the other thing that surrounds your energy is a full moon in Capricorn. And this talks about the end of a tough cycle where shit happened and you're just trying to get over things in life and move on and live life. I don't know. I maybe sometimes, honestly, in these situations, if nothing comes of the situation right away, sometimes later on it does. It really does. So, what tomorrow, what doesn't happen today, sometimes could happen in a couple months. You just never know. So, I just say just hang around. I've had all these kind of situations in my life, Karan, and we're not going nowhere for a while. I'm living past 100, if I like it or not. So there's gonna be no bullets in my head. I got too many damn family and everything else bothering me for all that. All right, now Freda. Oh, okay, Freda Bell Smith. All right, I like that. You know, that's a Viking name, Freda. I like Vikings. I watch the Vikings. I love their rich history. Freda is a lovely name. I do like Freda. I do like the Vikings because they're very noble people. They really are. I like that they like to die looking at the person. They're very courageous people. People say they're oh yeah, that is a Viking name. The Vikings are cool as hell. I was a history major in college. So, love those Vikings. Their religion is very interesting and diverse, too. Alright, you got also, I'm doing your love reading, Freda. You got a cardinal moon, and this just talks about being bold and talking about the elephant in the room. About your feelings and stuff.
Oh, I know. I don't.
Boy, now he's excited because you're home.
Well, yeah, I'm home pretty damn early.
Yeah, you are. I'm not gonna. I'm waiting another day for the medication to go through him. There is no big park today.
Okay.
He can go over to the neighborhood over. That's it. And then all that medication
When
should
you
go.
get home?
I got home at 4.
Chong, what's in your mouth? Hey, come back here with that.
Oh God.
Hey, what the fuck is that?
All right. Anyways,
No. Cage.
what did he have?
Bag. They're napkins, sweetie.
Oh. Yeah, they're his because he wants to go outside and wants they're for picking up poop outside.
So that's not what it is for.
Well, that's what I use them for.
That's what you use them for, but he just wanted to pick them up to pick them up. He was trying to get my attention. That's why he did that.
Oh.
No, Chong. You know
Alright. Okay, I'm back, Freda. Alright, you had the cardinal moon, and this just talks about being bold and making first moves. And some people do. It's a part of life, I guess. And you got a gibbous moon surrounding you and a full moon of Pisces. And a gibbous moon is just talks about being close to achieving goals. So, and then you got a full moon of Pisces, and this talks about balance of spirituality and practicality. So, it's not bad. I see somebody that you like that's not sure if you like them. And I do see that. And maybe reassure them that you like them and you don't mean to cause them bad vibes or anything, because guys are very skittish. I have 2 boys of my own, so. And I feel like there is somebody And he just kind of wants to be reassured. So maybe just keep that in mind and just try to take things slow. Slow is better than fast. It really is. Then you really get to know somebody the longer you've been around them. That's why in the military they watch you in surveillance for a while, because I have a lot of family that's in the military and I do have a lot of knowledge of that. To really know somebody, you gotta kind of get to know what their habits and just watch them. And there's nothing wrong with it because people do lie a lot in this world. And it's terrible, but yeah. But I do see somebody for you. And he's closer than you think he is. I feel he's very close to you. I'm going to start sculpting these veins. I was hoping she'd forget about this and get another artist, but I guess there's not a lot of artists around here that know what they're doing. So, I gotta get this done before she goes on vacation, and I'm gonna have all of her crazy residents. And when you do these leaves, how I do them, I put them on a curve. Everything goes on a curve so you get that nice three-dimensional swing to your stuff. You want it to look nice and lifelike, friends, because if they're not nice and lifelike looking, people don't think it looks good. That's the thing. And you kind of want to curve it up with your lines. And then it makes the leaf look like you could touch it. And that's really the secret. You just keep that nice curve. Because I've been watching lots of people. And there's lots of people that don't want you to know all of their secrets, but you're trying to be an artist. Thank God my residents some of my residents were famous artists, or I wouldn't know this much. And they were pastel artists. So this one's going to be pastel, and then I'm going to use a little paint. I feel it would give a lot of life to the piece. I like to kind of inquire that. And then I'm going to fan this out. You're just going in a nice circular way. And the way you put your lines in these leaves that I have is it's a port, because that's what makes things it look flawless. And this is something AI can never do, friends. Never, ever. I've asked AI to do a couple things, and it told me it had to learn how to do this and it had to learn how to do that. If you're going to teach a computer how to learn to do all these things, I guess I could see why a lot of people think AI is going to be the death of us, because we're not going to be able to do nothing and they're going to control our life. And they might not like what you're doing, and you never know. Maybe they might, they might have well, some of those movies they have like the computer has they like kill their family and stuff. I don't know if it'll come to that, but who knows in the future. I just say human touch is the best way, and I'm always going to say that. And if our future is machines trying to kill us, I don't need to be reborn for a while. I'll just stay wherever the happy place is, and that's it. I'm good with that. I'm going to start curving these up. Wherever you want people to look, that is how you start curving up your stuff. And you got to do the whole pencil thing, my friends. Have to. Even before you paint, or it looks like crap. Oh, you're welcome. I try. I really do. I try to help people because, I only have about 50 years on this earth before I'm dead. And I figure while I'm still alive and I'm able to help you guys and either readings or aspiring artists that, you know, are tired of other artists lying to them about their methods or want to keep something a secret. I feel, why keep it a secret? If there's a child out there or a person that wants to learn how to sketch nice, I'm not going to hold anything back. I'm going to be excited. I'm going to say, okay, this is how I do this. And it gives, sometimes people getting a painting in your life, people get excited, especially if it's good. I had a nurse that promised this to one of my Disney ones, and they were so excited to get and told me I was truly talented. And I told them all they could learn to draw too. I just practiced. That's all I do is practice. Tom Denny was a famous artist. He just told me I could draw. I don't know. And here I am. And then when he passed away, after I've been practicing for a while, I decided to take it to the next level. Then met another pastel artist that was famous. So, oh, you're welcome, Crowd. I'm always here for you guys. You guys are the Chong family officially. I used to call everyone the Chong family. Well, we'll say Chong the dog family because there's this other YouTuber, and he calls it the Yogi family or something. So we'll just say Chong the dog family. I think you can do that over here. I don't know. But I don't mind helping you guys out because sometimes I get bored. I'd be up here and my friends got me doing all this stuff all the time. Was it a list? Latoya. A list of what? There's a lot of lists, Latoya. There's Schindler's List. There was the Hitler's list of everybody that was dying. There's a hit list. There's all kinds of lists in life. What kind of list are we talking about? You never know what's going on in this crazy world. I don't trust anything with this world sometimes. I never know what's going on. But that's just my nature, I guess. Trying to get all of these done. They're so tedious. This is why probably I haven't done this yet. And I waited so long and procrastinated. But you only get married once, I suppose. What are you gonna do? Now I'm curving these veins this way, and I'll show you why it's so important to curve your veins when you're doing leaves. This is why. See how those leaves are curved? That is how you want them to look, so it's like you could touch it and you feel like it's the texture. Even though it is a drawing, you want to make it look as most lifelike as you can. Got to get these nice details. You really do. I like to incorporate sketching and the other. Oh, okay. Yeah. Do you want one now or do you want one later? Because now these probiotics have me all happy and where I have energy even after work, which is a good thing. Because I was so tired before. But, oh, okay. All right, I could do your reading right now. I don't know about these lists. I'm not. I don't know. YouTube. I came from Facebook. I got hacked. I got stuck over here all the time. Oh, you're okay. And YouTube. I mean, YouTube is so much different than Facebook, and I don't think I'm ever getting back on Facebook. That's why I put 100 million shorts out. I really do, and I put them to music, and I did a lot of inspirationals over on Facebook. So this is why I do so many inspirationals. I don't know why other YouTubers don't do a lot of shorts every day. I really don't because I think they're fun. And I don't think people like have enough fun with it. And that's how you live. And that's how you keep your fan base over on Facebook, honestly. If you don't have so many shorts out a day, you die over there. Same thing with TikTok and Flip. I'm on Flip and I'm finally making money on Flip. Thank the hell God. I can't deal with. I was making a little money there by after the hacking, but that's why you're going to see a million shorts because I'm from Facebook and I'm doing Chong inspirationals. This is what I do. All right, Latoya, you got a North Node. And this just talks about stepping out of your routine, something that you're not comfortable with. And that's your main energy. Then you are surrounded by a full moon in Gemini. And this talks about answers that you need to know that everybody's been holding back that are coming. And then you're surrounded by a new moon and Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is always luck. And this is a very good reading for this month. Or, at least this week. Sometimes things change time to time. But this is not a bad reading at all. I feel there's been some people that's been not deceiving you, but not telling you the full truth that are close to you. It's not anything harmful. It's just they're not telling you the full truth. And then you got the new moon in Sagittarius, and honestly, I think it's gonna bring together good karma for you. I mean, it is pretty much a karma card. I think it's gonna be something you're gonna run into a situation, and somehow it's gonna affect your job too, where you're getting extra money and you're able to get a better situation. But yeah, I wish I had this good of a reading. I think I'm gonna end up be retiring at my job. I don't think I'm ever leaving. It's very sad. But yeah, that's your reading for now. And you could come back tomorrow and get another reading. I don't care. It'll just I just be over here doodling, or I'm hoping once I get this done, I'm gonna start figuring out how to do pottery so I can paint that too. That's the whole point, is to paint this pottery. All right, did my dog poop there? No. Yeah, I gotta paint this pottery up, and I feel that I need to start doing that. And then I have candles. Gonna be making those too. So I made 6 of them. I do my own candle recipes, and I can show you guys how to do. I do them on every Oh, what I'm drawing today is for my friend that's getting married. I'm putting Mr. and Mrs. Henderson in the middle here. And I'm going to be drawing two doves coming together with a heart and probably an olive branch for peace. Because there always should be peace and love together. And then I'm going to, after I do a little pastels with it, I'm going to actually get a full painting in it. Oh, well, thank you. I'll tell them. I'll tell her because she's going. I forgot that she was going on vacation, and I thought I had another week, but I can't. Evidently, her and her wife was looking forward to the painting because they're putting it up for their main painting. No pressure there, friend. None at all. But she likes my artwork so much, they want to make it their focal point. But like I said, no pressure there at all. But what are you gonna do? They act like I'm like the most famous person in the world. I only have 940 subscriptions. I mean, there's a lot of people on YouTube that have a lot more subscriptions than me. I am not even near famous. I'm just a person that likes to. I just like to talk to people. And I'm always doing something. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you think I paint good. I know that the people, the residents that have taught me their methods before they died, they were way better painters than me. If it wasn't for Thomas Denny being a famous painter, being the one that first taught me, I probably wouldn't be this far. He does a really good Thomas Edison. He's been in art books. There's my where I work. It's there. It costs a lot of money to live there. A lot of money, and he's been in art books and stuff. So, and he did all the artwork for the Cleveland Indians. He was like their main artist. I mean, he made bank. He probably had at least a couple million in the bank before he got sick. And I mean, it might be more than a couple million. I mean, when you're that, I mean, he did all the major baseball players. I mean, he was high up in this payroll, so he is a way better artist than me. He was an teacher also, so he was very good with his money. Smart man. I hope he rests in peace. I feel bad for him the way he his family treat him in the end. Yeah, you can. I just like to, what do they call this? Multitasking. When we're at work, I'm always multitasking at work all the time. If someone's asking for ice water, you get your ice water and go tell the nurse they want pills or whatever. And then after you do all that and get the ice water, tell the nurse, and you might have to go change someone. Then you might have to go charting. You got to balance your whole day out. I'm used to multitasking. So don't ask away. Medical people are the biggest multitaskers on this earth. But I can. I'm one of these people at a party I could do five different things. I don't know what party I would be at. I'm not really big on parties. This is about as much of a party as I want to be at, is live streaming with you guys. See, this is why I say I couldn't be famous. Those famous people are always at parties, and then they got all their sexy clothes on and this and that. I don't know if I could handle all that. That would be a lot for me. So yeah, but go ahead, Jay. Give me your question. I'm just sculpting these leaves. And I gotta put all these leaves at an angle with the veins. It's very tedious and seems crazy and stupid, but it's the only thing to make them look truly good and not like a child drew it. Because you really don't want things to look like a child if you're an adult. Because it's not good. Even though, laugh out loud, I got a child's pottery wheel. And I do say laugh out loud because it's hilarious. But it's small, and I can make small little things where I can like make incense holders and stuff and then paint the clay. So why not? It'll be good for the stream. Then I could talk to you guys and maybe make some incense holders. And then when I make a couple potteries and sculpt them, if I gotta wait a day for it, I can paint it the next day. Because painting clay was a practice in the ancient Egyptian days. And it's pretty, it's pretty good practice. I liked it. I think those pottery things that have coming out of ancient Egypt are pretty damn cool. But I love ancient Egypt. I really did. I actually seen King Tut. But I'm waiting for your question, Jay. I don't even have that where it's slowing, it gets slow or high with the questions. It just puts it through unless it's something restricted. And that's not me, that's YouTube. YouTube does a lot of restricting around here. They have a lot of standards, so I'm just letting you know. Even something you think is harmless, which I don't care about, they might care about. So that's kind of how it goes up here when you're streaming. So just to let you know. But I'm waiting on your question. Alright, I got half of this bushel up here done. So I can go looking up some dove sketches and see which way I want to get the dove together. Because that's going to be fun. Alright, now bring these veins this way. I kind of want it to be all unison and nice and pretty. Getting this side of the leaf done. And you want to do everything at a curve. Especially if you're curving around your leaves. It looks so much nicer on a curve. And give it your nice details in these veins. Because these are what people, that's what is dressed for success, is these veins. And they are. People be your biggest critics. And as long as you detailed your leaves and stuff in a nice way, people look at it and go, oh my God, that's so wonderful. And all you did is curve some lines on a leaf. That's it. That's all you did. And people will think you're wonderful for it. However, which way you do it, this is how we got so far. I'm getting this whole bushel done. Because it looks better when you have that detail. It really does. And poster board is so much better to do this on. Oh my God, it is. Poster board's something cheap. You can go spend $5-10. You can get different kinds of stuff. And it's a nice little thing to do. I mean, you can literally be making your friends presents. I mean, this is literally her wedding present. And it doesn't cost you much because you made it yourself. Just like when I get these incense holders, I'm going to be making them, and since I'm sculpting my own pot, that's what I'm going to do, is just make a bunch of incense holders for the start. Then I'm going to paint them and make them look all pretty in there. See, I'm curving this leaf around. And really, you start with drawing a lot of flowers and trees if you want to be a very good commercial artist. Just take those trees, man, just tree it up in your life. The tree of life is such a good sketch to practice with. I had so much fun with the tree of life. As above is below. And you make so many leaves with the tree of life. It's such. And roots. You will literally be a better artist when you're done with the tree of life. And then roses. Practice roses a lot. I love roses. I be practicing them a lot. I'm getting tired of drawing them because I drew so many of them. Now I kind of want to like work on other stuff, but people will request me to make them roses a lot because my roses are a little bit different. My roses are at a different crisp level. They people will take my stuff and hang it up in their house. It's crazy, but it does relax me all of this. And then you just get these veins, and it does take a while. It really does. But you just kind of take one leaf at a time, do the vein, and shade it in. And I like to start from the bottom so you know how to curve up your veins because you can make them thinner. And as you're doing it, you just do the veins of what makes sense. If you want it to go up more or turn over, you curve different ways. And like I said, drawing trees and flowers, you will find this out easily. And it teaches you how you can have three-dimensional sketches and then turn your three-dimensional sketch into a painting. And you can. That's pretty much what I do. But sometimes the pastels are wonderful, but they don't give you these details that sometimes you want in your painting. So, what is a person to do? The only thing you can do, sketch it, and you could still get your paints out, but you're better off sketching a little bit. You really are. Alright, now do another one here. We're almost done with some of this stuff. And then I gotta go and how to get this dove. So I gotta look up dove sketches just to see because I want the two doves in a certain way. Which doves could be very complicated too, but they do represent peace. That's what I like about it. I like peaceful things. Even though I'm a horror writer, a horror mystery writer, I do aspire for peace. Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but it is true. But I do love writing horror. I do. I love writing horror scenes, which hopefully, when my son finishes these taxes, I can hand me a computer. Oh, thank you. Just hold on to it. I gotta drink this.
I'll put it in the minute for huh?
Alright, I gotta drink this probiotic thing up. Alright. But yeah, once he gets that computer there. But it's not horrible horror. It's like light horror. I'm not I'm not overly dark. I mean, I talk about dark events more, I guess, when I'm writing, but I'm not overly dark. I'm just not. There's people a whole lot darker than me. I mean, I'm doing prohibition with the dogs, so I don't think I really need to have an olive branch. I think just these leaves and stuff are enough. I just need the two doves, and I think I'll be good. I'm gonna put these up, and I think I'm almost done with that. And I've been on here for an hour with leaves. That's insane. This is what my life is goes to here. All right, now I'll bring this vein up here, and it's transforming. It's doing good. All right, I'm getting this last little leaf in here. I'm gonna sharpen this. Okay, I got this so far. Now I gotta give dimensions to this curtain and start my stuff a little bit. Alright. And if you find a really good pencil sharpener, you take up sketch art. Hold on to it. It is so hard finding a really good. Oh my god, where did my thing go? Oh. Alright, it's just like totally my computer decided to do crazy stuff. There it goes. I'm trying to get back my picture now. Okay, here we go. Thank goodness. I got the worst computer sometimes. But yeah, I am doing reading. So if you're here for reading, I could stop sketching and I will gladly give you a tarot card reading. I'm just putting that out there. I will not be offended. I am here for the better good. I'm just finishing off this wedding ceremonial scene. But yeah. Well, what do you need guidance with? Is it in the? I mean, there's a lot of kind of guidance you could have. I mean, you could have with love, general, sometimes children. You need guidance with them because, God forbid, they're always up to something crazy. But yeah, tell me what kind of guidance you need. Or if you're one of these, if you're people a person with no kids, there's other kinds of guidance sometimes people seek. So I don't judge. Just because I got a bunch of kids always trying to boss me around. Alright. Alright. Alright, it's this. Alright, I had to show this curtain going this way, but yeah. Okay, well, give me the question. I don't mind. I'll see what comes up in the cards. I don't judge people's questions. My friend P with the pretty eye from Penrose. I mean, we all have specific things. We all go through things that we kind of want to know sometimes different things. Sometimes I could see different things other people can't. I mean, such is life. Maybe I could help you. I don't mind. Alright. This, I'm going to shade a little bit darker. I'm trying to get this curtain three-dimensional. That would have been a scam likely, my friend. I'm so tired of scam likelies. I don't know if you get them. I pay to be alerted when it's a scam. I think the phone company really likes people, likes these scammers because they get to have people paying extra just so they don't have to talk to them. I'm just saying. I don't know how you feel about that, but I think that the phone company loves scammers in that sense because we're all paying to try to avoid their calls. Although some people they like to get they really believe them. They really do. I know a couple people being scammed and they think that these people that they're supposed to be their boyfriend or their girlfriend or whatever. They say they're gonna come and they never do and this and that. Alright. Alright, I got the dimensions there. It's the first part of the curtain. Oh, you're welcome. Alright. My situation with Mark. I tried to build a foundation, but I also didn't give my best. I don't know what to do. Well, you know what? Not everybody's perfect. I mean, I guess the subject is was there any. I guess one thing that would, I guess, rely on that would. Was there any physical contact, like were you guys having sex and stuff? Because sometimes that weighs on things too. I'm not sure if you're from India a lot. It seems like my friends from India don't really have promiscuous sex that much. And that's okay. I'm not judging you guys because try, I actually try to have people not do the promiscuous sex. I think it's better not to, but it's because it's not a good practice. But yeah, I'm just shading all this in this way. Oh, it didn't go that far? Well, you know what? If it didn't go that far, maybe possibly he'll have a change of heart. Generally, if you're in an intimate relationship and then things go wrong, people get more emotional. Sex seems to make things really good or really bad sometimes. So maybe it's better you did. I'm just saying. Sex is only good for the long game if you're going to be in a long term relationship, in my opinion. But these are just my opinions, I guess. So I try not to judge any of this. I do not hookups with me either. I won't judge people on it. I know plenty of people that won. You want to build a connection, and I believe that he was invested too. But then Okay, gotcha. Maybe he still might come around. Let's do an energy feeling on the whole situation with him. And just because they're mad at you 1 minute doesn't mean it's going to stay that way. It doesn't. And life is unpredictable like this. It's so nice to be able to vape as long as you put 18 and older in a stream. I love vaping. I know it's not good for you. People, but there's so many things I'm doing healthy that I feel like I should be able to do something. At least I'm not out here smoking crazy stuff. All right, you and Mark's relationships in a supermoon. This makes a lot of sense. This just means your emotions are kind of up and down, like you're in your head type thing. Hey, I try to be kind. I've been in bad situations. I mean, I haven't been like involved in like bad crazy stuff with the cops or nothing, but I've been in situations in life where like this. So I get it. But this just talks about your guys' emotions are everywhere, and it makes sense. Excuse me. This is why I drink probiotic drinks. All right, and you got a new moon eclipse. You guys are surrounded by in a new moon in Aquarius. New moon in an eclipse just means powerful change, which is good because you guys need to change up the environment one way or another so you're not avoiding each other and things are going in a direction that could bring you colliding again. And you got a new moon in Aquarius, and this just talks about bringing love into the situation. Maybe if you still have his phone number or a way of contacting him, or you could send a message through somebody, maybe just try to ask him how he's doing. Try to be friends with him again and kind of feel out your territory that way. That I've sometimes realized that works sometimes. Not all the time, but at least you know where you're going at. And this way, if the person doesn't have any feelings for you, it doesn't affect you in such a detrimental way. Because you really kind of don't want it affecting you in such a horrible way either. I would go about it as just be like, since you didn't really have any contact like that, maybe just kissed her a little or something. Just be like, I just want to make sure you're okay and maybe apologize. I've said bad things to people and I apologized. I really have. And there's nothing wrong with it. Just say, I just want to apologize to him. No matter the consequence, just apologize because it makes it better for karma for you. Especially since you were kind of mean to him. As long as you apologize and you actually want to and you mean it, it counts and it kind of helps your karma. Not that it's bad, everybody argues. And I do mean everybody argues. I've been now married twice, so I understand. But yeah, that's what I would do. That would be the thing I would do, and I would just kind of go with that if I was you. And not reaching out, but I'm sure he is ignoring you on purpose. Do you know his friends? I mean, just tell your friends that. Just be like, you know what? I feel like shit the way I treated him. I know we're not together, but just say, I would. I'm the kind of person that likes to admit that I'm wrong. Can you deliver the message that I'm sorry? And that's all you do. And just tell them that you're sorry and you want to be friends. And if you can't be friends, just say it's okay if we're not friends. But you just want him to know that you're sorry. I mean, there's nothing wrong with apologizing. I apologize all the time for things because sometimes nobody's perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. I don't know anyone's perfect. I even want to say the new Pope what did imperfect things, which the Pope I found out actually is from America, folks. This never happens. There has never been a Catholic Pope that has been from America ever. And I guess he's from Chicago, where my son did his initiation project thing for the Navy. And he speaks fluent Italian. I'm kind of excited about this one. And I guess when he speaks Italian, because they got a really, these popes are a big deal. They really are. They have to know like 10, I want to say like at least 5 or 6. Italian's one of them, and they got to know Latin. It takes so many years of your life to even be considered a pope. It's like a lifelong journey for someone, and you will never be married when you're pope. But yeah, I guess he's from Chicago, right? And it's the first pope from the United States ever, ever. Usually they're from Italy or Rome or just something. But I think there was one from, God, I want to say Mexico or something. Oh, you're welcome. I wish all the luck. But yeah, it's an exciting world now. We got America's made it somewhere. We have a pope stand, a pope there. I know it doesn't seem like a big deal to some people, but maybe it'll make things a little nicer. Possibly. I'm not saying it will. I'm not saying it won't. But you just never know. Alright. Alright, now I'm gonna get this one down here. Alright, now I'm gonna make these kind of squiggly this way. Because I feel like when you shade, sometimes when you're shading sideways, it's nice because it kind of gives the glare and makes your mind, it's more appealing to your brain when you do this with certain parts of your drawing. And it's a part of your brain how it works. It goes left to right. Certain parts of your brain, if you're looking left to right, it automatically goes left to right, and your brain tells you, oh, that looks good. But it doesn't really look good. It's just your brain processes things left to right a lot of times. It really does. Oh, okay. Deshari. Yeah, go ahead. Give me your question. Bring it on now. I'm feeling good today, getting my friend's wedding present done. sometimes I get bored sitting here by myself when you're trying to sketch out a very intimate piece here. It takes time and effort. And sometimes, it's nice. I think of these as phone calls, talking to people. Okay, I think I'm finally done with these curtains. Now I gotta find some doves. This is the curtains, and I'm gonna put Mr. and Mrs. and Mrs. Henderson is gonna be in here. So, all right. Oh, okay. Is this G the the ex boyfriend, love of your life? I'm just asking. I'm not making fun of you. I'm just asking. I sense he was the. I mean, all right. You want to know when will I meet the love of my life? Where is he? Uh, the thing about it is sometimes these things change by the day. We're all meant to have kids. You will meet somebody because it's what you will do, my friend. Yes, it is. Deshari? So, you will meet them, but the thing is who you're meant to have kids with. The universe has the Dris Drishi. I might, I'm bad at pronouncing names. Don't get offended. I mispronounce a lot of people's names. I don't mean to do it, but it happens. But I could do a love reading for you. I really can. All right. You got, for your love situation with this guy, avoid a course moon. This, of course, just means nothing is going to come with this guy. I don't think this one's the one. You got a waxing crescent moon that surrounds you in your love reading, and a full moon Aquarius. And a waxing crescent moon is just tells you to have faith. Have faith in your dreams and just kind of everything around you. And the full moon Aquarius just means to embrace your inner self. I'm picking up that sometimes you may be codependent on somebody for your personal happiness, honestly. And it's, sometimes we attach ourselves to people, and the thing is when you're not around that person, are you truly happy? Sometimes the universe wants us to be happy and be able to separate ourselves from our lover. Because if you can't be happy on your own, you can't expect someone else to make you happy. You really can't. Only you can make yourself happy. And I know it sounds cliche, but it is absolutely true. I do things that make me happy every day. All right. All right. What? All right. You want to know if you're going to see G again. All right. I can't tell you when you're going to see G, but I can give you a love reading. That's all I could do. It's up to God and the universe when you see him or don't see him. So
You done your time.
he's done his time.
Yep. You done your time.
I did take him out to pee. If you want to take him out to pee again, you can. It was when I got home. So he may have to pee again.
Well, Chong, you are the way.
But he's only going around the property until that tick medicine gets completely in there.
Well, did you put the second one in yesterday?
Yeah, I'm giving it. Usually it takes 24 to 48 hours
Oh, okay.
for medicine to go in your
Well,
bloodstream.
Michelle, I'm just saying the grass is tall here. That's what those things like.
Yeah, maybe that's why we were picking ticks that summer.
I mean, this year
It was last year.
probably is. It's easy for them, and they're out more because it's nice. They only
So
come out during the summer, I believe.
yeah,
They
they only.
hibernate during the winter.
Yeah, they do.
So
I just want that medicine to completely
I
in his
know,
bloodstream.
honestly, you might just want to make a calendar for yourself.
Well, I got that, and I got it every month. I got to do it, but he's dead.
That's the scariest I've been and just held my composure. 3.
Yeah, I know. And they were awful looking.
And the last one that made him bleed, I felt bad. So
Well, we have that, and we have a couple more treatments on that. And I only got to do 1 vial every month now, but I did 2 this month, just in
Wow.
case there was eggs.
well, if I ask you here and there, don't get offended. But I
I
just don't
won't.
want that to happen to you.
I don't either.
Okay. Oh, no.
Okay, I got your reading. All right. What is it? Christina? Yeah, I got your reading, Christina. We were just talking about Chong with his ticks. He had these horrible ticks. But anyways, you got a south node on your crush. And this just talks about letting your past hold you back. And this is pretty much telling you to move ahead. So, and you have a full moon, which means talking about, and this just means surrender all of your emotions and bad things and take it away. Give it up. Just leave it or just pray whatever you need to do to get it out. And a new moon in Sagittarius you also got with this situation, and this talk about luck. I don't feel this person's really supposed to be with you, even if he is your crush. I'm not getting a good vibe about him, and it really wasn't a. It's pretty much saying that I don't feel like he really cares about you like in that way. I don't think he hates you, but I don't think he likes you like that. So, yeah, you can family magic. I'm sorry, Christina. I mean, there's people that have not liked me and liked other women above me, and it's okay. These things happen to all of us. It is what it is. You got to move on, and before you know it, and you eat a bunch of ice cream and cry a little with your friends and eat and watch some crazy movies or listen to music or go to a club, then you're going to find someone else and wonder why you were even upset about the other person. And that's kind of what happens in life. So, well, let me do yours. You want to know your Scorpio's feelings for you. You want a love reading on the Scorpio fella. Alright. You got a new moon eclipse on the energy reading on your relationship with the Scorpio guy. And this talks about powerful change. It's not bad nor good, it just means powerful change. And then you got a super moon surrounding you with this relationship, and this just talks about emotions going all over the place. High and low type thing. And you got a full moon in Aries, which It just that pretty much just means a fury. It means anger. I feel he likes you, but not like a wife. If that makes any sense. He doesn't hate you, but he doesn't like you, and the fact that he would stop whatever he was doing and dedicate his whole life to you right now. So I don't know if you want to get invested in somebody, but sometimes these are how great relationships start. They really start this way, and love doesn't happen overnight. And love, there's no, a lot of people don't have love at first sight. I mean, if you work on it, maybe you're just not meant to be together now, maybe later on. So that could be. You never know. All right, I'm gonna go look up some doves because they want doves too. Doves and hearts. This misses and misses. It's driving me nuts. I'm gonna look up sketching of doves. All right, sketch. I gotta get. I look up all of these because sometimes I need to know how to move around my three-dimensional things. It's really not cheating, even though my mother-in-law will tell you this. She always says, "Oh, you're welcome." I mean, I'm sorry. I wish it could have been more positive. All right, I'm gonna do a decal of the dove. All right, all right. I'm gonna do the two doves here, and then put a heart in the middle, and then put Mrs. and Mrs. Henderson right up there. Uh, sure. I mean, I don't know. I could try. I mean, honestly, he probably is talking to other people. He might think about, eventually maybe having sex with someone else. I mean, it's sometimes that happens. I mean, just like us women, we go out and find other people. I mean, it happens. And I will get to you. Love Homestead. I like that. That's nice. Love Homestead. All right. Doing a reading just on him, I got a mutual moon, and this means nothing is set. There's nothing set in stone. There's no commitment to nobody. It just seems to me like he just wants to live his life and get what he can out of it. And he had a new moon in Cancer that surrounds him. And this just talks about him and his loved ones. So he's focusing on family right now. And a dissembling moon, which means he's taking a break. So I don't think he wants a relationship. I mean, I think that's what it comes down to. I don't think he's a bad person, but he does not want a relationship. I already did yours, Jashanti. I already did yours earlier. I got yours already. I did yours first before the other ones. If you want, I could put your question in again. Oh, you're welcome. And then I could do it again for you if you missed it. All right, you want to know how DJ's feeling about me romantically when you get to me? I could do it now. I just kind of do things in between time. But yeah, I'm over here for this, but I like to. YouTube says you can't have music and stuff in your streams. This is YouTube rules, not mine. So I try to abide by rules. Even sometimes it's hard. That's how it is. I like that. Love Homestead. Okay, you want about DJ is right now in a full moon eclipse. And this talks about conclusions that he's looking for, that they're within reach, but he's looking for them. This is what he's looking for. He's looking for answers and he wants to know the end game of things. And he's surrounded by a waning moon and a full moon in Pisces. And a waning moon is just talking about releasing negativity. He has a lot of negativity that's he's harboring and holding on to like crazy. And then there's a full moon in Pisces also. And this just talks about a balance, to balance your practical everyday life and your spiritual life. So he doesn't have a balance right now, and he's looking for what the end game is when he hasn't seen what the game has started. And he already has negativity piled up. I don't think he knows what he feels about himself. Honestly, that's just what I'm picking up. So I say he's just really confused. Me, I don't see him doing anything bad. He's just looking for all these answers he can't understand. So it happens. I'm just doing a really easy decal of a dove here. I'm not trying to make a realistic dove. But I mean, it's not a bad reading. I mean, we all have bad stuff that goes on in our lives. And we all have self doubt sometimes. I mean, I have self doubt over here. I'm drawing. I'm over here drawing and doing readings. I got more self doubt, and I take care of old people and get cussed out every day. I get it. I totally get it. So, but that's sometimes how the cookie crumbles with things. I think eventually he's gonna be back. You can only be in that world for so long. You really can. You can't be in it too long. You really can. It's a slippery slope. And when men get into that kind of thing, they go through a lot of self denial. And I just speak of this as a clinical thing here, because I have taken a lot of psychology. I really have. I've taken a lot. So I understand, and I work with men. They have all these different relationships with women, and I will tell you, he's probably talking about you at work, but about old. Oh yeah, they are kind of scared. Oh yeah, they cuss me out every damn day, and then somehow they wait for me. Right before they die, they look for me all the time. Will I be chosen for Hano? Okay, you want a housing question? All right, I can see what's in here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to predict if they're going to take your application because outside influences can always come up. So let me see. And this is. Oh, okay. Oh, yes, I get cussed out all the time. I must be their superhero. The one told me I was never allowed in their room again because they were arguing about the air conditioner. The one sleeps naked and she's always cold or hot, and the other one's cold, and it's crazy. And I told the other one that she should put on a sweater. She told me to get the hell out of her room and then call the front desk. Then I asked her if she wanted maintenance, and then she told me no. It's crazy. But your housing question, you're in a waxing moon, and this talks about energy gaining momentum. And it's also surrounded by a blue moon and a new moon in Scorpio. A blue moon is believing in impossible things that you didn't think, like you might not been able to move to a certain spot. And new moon in Scorpio is just working through your fears, afraid you're not going to find somewhere to live. I'm not sure if you're going to get this apartment housing, but you will get a housing. So I can tell you that, but I don't really think you're getting this exact one. So, but yeah, I have this lady, Beverly, and she is so crazy. And thing is, she used to be a paramedic, and everybody gets cussed out on the room, but I think get cussed out more than anyone else going in that damn room. And they're arguing about air, and then you mention getting maintenance in there, and then you get cussed out for that too. Even maintenance doesn't want to deal with it no more. It's crazy. I've never dealt with it. I mean, I get it, but I don't understand. But maybe I don't judge her, but she does enjoy to cuss me out on a daily. These are things she gets excited about. And I always tell the front desk, yeah, I did say that. And they just go, okay. And they don't even say anything. Then she'll have me do inventory, and she has a store in there because she hates the food. So I'm not even going to put his feet in here. This feet looks ridiculous trying to be in here. There. Crazy as hell, this stuff looks. Either that or I'm not doing this feet right. But yeah, I've been at this nursing home for 10 years. 10 years. My boss even told me when I told them I was doing YouTube, they said, you're still not allowed to leave. And honestly, where would I get my content from besides all this? I would have no one to make pictures for. So I might as well just stay. I mean, what the hell? Alright. Now, I'm going to pull this out and get the base of this here. Alright. I'm doing like a little decal thing. I'm not even trying to get a realistic look at Dove because they could be pretty damn treacherous, these things. Trying to draw. These guys could be really hard, especially if you're trying to do a realistic Dove. And with this curtain and stuff, I'm not trying to have all this stuff done. this comes all the way down this way. Alright, feathers come around. Okay. I'm going to shade this here. Alright, I don't know. There was a message that was restricted. I guess YouTube didn't like that. If your messages do get restricted, my friends, it's not my fault. These are YouTube policies, stuff that I cannot avoid. It is what it is. I just vibe with it. So if it did happen, this was not my fault. This is a moderator. Because I have a moderator, just like anybody else on YouTube. So I'm just reminding you guys. See, I'm just starting a decal here. Because she wants 2 doves for her and her wife, so I'm doing a basic decal thing. Sometimes these are nice to do, so you don't gotta worry about it. And then you gotta kind of know how to arch your... That's why you'd look at these drawings. Just so you could kind of know how to arch things out. Alright, see, this line is not curving right. So what I'm going to do is, sometimes it's better to go from the top to the bottom. There we go. Alright, now, this gets separated, so, and it has a smaller wing right there. Alright. Alright, there we go. Now we're just shading in this baby. Sometimes I just like to get these things out of the way done on one live stream because I might want to make some more candles. I don't know. I usually don't get involved in bigger pieces like this unless it's a special occasion. My friends seem to think that I'm only do this, but I do lots of other things over here. I truly do. They don't believe this, but I enjoy lots of arts and crafts. Okay, so now this, we shade this beacon over here, and just one eye, just like that. Alright, I don't know, I think this looks just better without. Yeah, I'm thinking it looks better without the feet. Alright, I'm going to sketch a heart. Which hearts are easy. Alright. Alright, I'm going to do a simple shade of a heart. You're bringing this down. And I'm shading up this way. I'd want to try to do somewhat of a different kind of heart. Because you always want to stand out with your art. And I've drawn, hearts are not hard to draw. Anybody can draw a heart now. Little kids can draw hearts. Alright. Alright, I'm going to put another dove right here. I'm trying to spit another dove up in here. Alright. Let me see if they got no one going sideways. I don't know. I'd just be over here looking at Google. Oh, here it is. Hello. You just go a little further. Google has what you need. Alright. Alright. I want 2 doves by this flower. I think that would be pretty. I hope I don't curse their marriage or they get divorced. Alright, it's dipping down right away. Alright. Alright, it's fine this way. Alright, we're gonna have 1 dove behind here coming up. I'm just getting these guys in here. I'm gonna do like a half one. Okay, this kind of looks nice. Alright, I'm bringing this guy out this way. And I think I'm going to do the olive branch. It's very symbolic. Coming out behind this curtain. I like to do symbolic things. I'm that kind of artist. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're just sculpting. It's just a little tiny decal. I'm not trying to go crazy with this. That I am not. olive branch comes out. Here we go. Yeah, so this is nice. We got the olive branch, the one coming out here. Oh, jeez. Ugh. Alright, maybe I should find a wedding ring sketch. That probably would be nice. Alright, there we go. Wedding ring sketch. Alright. Alright, we're just gonna do, since we're both two girls. Alright, I'm gonna do 2 circles for this with both diamonds. And then circle this out. Alright, now you're gonna put a nice little like triangle here. Alright. Alright, now you're gonna take this pivotal point. These diamonds are very symmetrical. I mean, they are crystals. There you go. Okay, now I'm going to shade this in. And I think I'm almost done. Some people like pencil sketches though. So that's okay because some people do like pencil sketches. Alright. Now alright. It looks like a little crap here. Here. 5. You know, 5 may be their lucky number for real. They're getting married on May the 25th day, and it's 2025. So 5 times 5 is 25. Everything is fives in there. They really should. I don't know. But here we go. We got that. I might as well finish this out while I got this a little bit here. So I'm going to have to get some of these pastels together. I feel it'd be pretty though. Alright. I like a neutral color. Pink is. I don't know. Sometimes I just think that pink is one of these things that you love it or hate it. I like to use neutral colors. Baby blue. Here we go. I'm going to put baby blue in the background here. And get this together. I do this, swirl this around. And swirl it around like a hurricane. Just like a hurricane humming together with this thing. That's what you do. Swirl these pastels around. Yeah. I just doing this and the meanwhile waiting. You know, you have this dead silence on YouTube. And then if you get off, it's stream, and I like to finish what the piece that I'm doing before I get off. But it kind of adds life to your stream. Instead of just finger, I'm just using all of my fingers here to getting this blue in the background. It's my friend will have her wedding thing done. I'll have it all the way. Since I keep forgetting about this damn wedding that's coming, and she's going on vacation, and apparently she really wants it. So yeah, put in your question. I got that so far. Trying to get some color here. But yeah, go ahead and put what question you want. I'm doing tarot card reading. I just do other stuff to make things more interesting over here. I mean, not a whole lot of people are drawing while they're doing stream or showing you methods. I mean, they do on YouTube, but then they're not talking to you. I feel sometimes it's rude. But probably it's because I'm a Facebook streamer. I don't know. And I think some people get up on these kind of platforms and I feel they get too big for their britches sometimes. We're all just a piece of grass in the universe, my friend. That's it. You know, my time will be up in maybe 30 or 40 years, maybe 50. I don't know. My time will eventually be up like everyone else's, so I don't think of myself special over here. I just doing what makes me happy until I get where I need to be. And hopefully by that time a lot of dogs are saved. Because I'm up here doing this in front of you guys and doing this for the dogs. Is the guy Sage going to contact me? Is that his name, Sage? I can see what the cards say, but that's a very unique name, Sage. I didn't think anybody. I mean, I love Sage. I mean, who doesn't love Sage? It helps you get rid of demons and everything else. I didn't know anybody was named Sage. Now let's see what the cards say. Okay. Little thing. Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna put it on the blanket on here. It doesn't even matter. Okay. We'll see what this sage is. We could just do a whole reading just on sage altogether. We'll just do that. Alright, Sage is in a new moon in Taurus. And he's surrounded by a balsamic moon and a full moon in Leo. And this means that a new moon in Taurus just means prosperity. He's making money. He's trying to find ways of being more, I don't know, more productive and having more things. He's concerned about material things. And a balsamic moon means it just talks about healing. So I sense personal trauma of some sort. I think it has something to do with probably family, friends type thing. And I have he has a full moon in Leo, and this is talking about him being arrogant. So maybe he's being mean to you because he's in an arrogant stage. And he's worried about his money. Wait it out, see what happens. That's what I say. You might as well. Alright, we're going to do another color here. I like to bulk up on different colors. I'm going to keep it a pastel. Alright, and here I'm going to do this light green. And I go and swirl it around. Swirl it. And you could add different kinds of colors. It's okay to do that. I think it actually makes it better and stand out more when you fade in different colors. Fade in that. And then I'm going to get this red one right here. Red for the heart. Alright. Okay, this one I'm just going on the back end of this heart right here. And then I'm going to and then I'm going around in circles with it, honestly, at this point. So it's all faded red. I'm going to give it a nice faded look sometimes. Alright, put the red back. So what do? I would just wait it out. If he's going to come around, he's going to come around. The more you get involved in this kind of thing when they're taking a break from life, is I guess you could say. That's when, especially if you got family stuff going on, his family could turn on you. You could become the bad guy. There's all kinds of stuff that comes out with this situation. Let him come to you. And if he doesn't, just kind of move on with things. I mean, if you see him in passing, say hi and stuff, but I would just let him be, as you just never know what people are gonna do and stuff, honestly. So, but that's literally what I would do. I would just let them come to me. Give people their privacy, let them figure things out. When you become a bugaboo, that's when life hits you, and that's when you're definitely not chosen for nothing. Because everybody involved, that's worth more to them than a girlfriend, which is family, and is going to side against you. It happens all the time. This is why you want to do things like this. Alright, I got these leaves now done. Get this one. This will be done. Thank goodness. I don't got to worry about all this for another. I'll be doing poo a lot. I gotta do a big one. I was gonna do a big collage of poo since I have all these little ones. Alright. Now I'm gonna get these leaves rubbed in. Well, it's looking good so far. I'm not even done. And this is just pastel. So yeah, that's why I don't really worry about my life problems. Sometimes it's best just to let things go and do their course, and if you got whatever you got to do to center yourself, do it. If it be artwork or whatever it is. The chalk pastels are nice because these you can rub in and still see your stenches. I'm using yellow because heaven is always yellow and the sun is always out. And I'm following all this nice sketch lines that I used when I was making this. And to me, this is how heaven looks. Just yellow and bright and shiny and happy. So this is how I'm doing this. These curtains, like the curtains opening up to heaven. And I like to scrub on these edges. Just scrub them. There. I'm just scrubbing these edges down. Just like that. Now I'm going to rub this in. And you want that nice light shade. Because you want it to be more prominent on the outside, and on the inside, you want it to be nice. Alright. Alright. And then you just really scrub this in. Do the same thing with this one. We want this curtain to be nice and golden. Alright. Scrubbing that up. There we go. Alright. Now for these, I'm going to go down and go straight down for heaven's curtains like this. There. I'm going to do that. There we go. Now we're going to get these curtains done. And just keep rubbing this. Sometimes I use my whole hand rubbing in this. There we go. You can rub it in with the other stuff around it. I'm just trying to keep it kind of free from the doves. There. Alright, now I kind of want to get the doves faded out into something here. Let me see if gray would work. Well, doves are white. Alright. I'm going to use my white pastel. And on the inside here, I'm going to make this another color. I think that's the way I'm going to go about this. I'm trying to stay away from the pink. Alright, maybe I'll do a little bit of yellow, not a lot, just a little bit here. And then I'll put white. I'll start sculpting some white here. If you pick the wrong color, sometimes it's not good. It really isn't. And I don't want anything overly dark over here either. Sometimes you just have to have good color techniques when you're doing some of this kind of stuff. Alright. Okay, now I've got white pastels over here. Alright, I got this white pastel here. I buy some of these separately, the soft ones. And I'm redoing these white doves here, and it looks nice. It really does. With these white ones, sometimes it gives good texture to whatever you're doing. And honestly, since I'm doing the heavenly theme with this wedding set here. I'm just going to have to do this. And that's nice. I think it's better than the other sketch that their friend drew of them. I don't know, she might fall over with this one. It's starting to all come kind of natural to me. Laugh out loud. Didn't think I'd get this far, trust me. You never know what you could do till you try. Alright, I'm going to put this white pastel down here. Alright. There we go. Mr. and Mrs. and Mrs. Henderson. Alright, now I'm going to sign this. Alright. I'm going to sign it with a regular pen. And this is painting with pastels. But, yep. Here we go. Very nice. And it's my present to them. That cost me nothing except some poster board and a bunch of stuff I already had around my house. So, and I've been drinking my probiotics, so I'm probably gonna be streaming tomorrow and probably be drawing some Winnie the Pooh stuff for my grandson. So I thank everybody that was in the stream. I really do, and I hope everybody has a blessed day. And I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. I don't get off till like 7 though. And I know Sunday's Mother's Day, and my son's planning to come over right when I get off work at 7 p.m. So tomorrow, yeah, is going to be a definite. Probably I'll make a couple candles and do a shorter one. So, and then I'm off Monday through Thursday. Those are big days to hit me up. Big days. So Monday through Thursday is a time where I'm doing like I'll be trying to do this pottery and different stuff and show you guys how to do things. So thank you and have a blessed day and look for me tomorrow.